Do you like teenage girls?
When you say teenage, how are we talking?
Hey, everybody. I'm so sorry about last night. I tried to go live. I've never gone live before, and I tried to do it through Google Hangouts, and I thought I could see the chat, but I couldn't. And so I ruined it. And I was going to try to do it this morning, but I said, fuck it. I'm not going to even try again. I will figure it out and do it the right way. I wanted to go live simply because I thought it would be really cool to have an interaction, like a live interaction with everybody after parts 5 and 6 of Surviving R. Kelly, because I really wanted to see what you guys thought of the last parts of it and overall what you thought of it. Now, before I get into parts 5 and 6, I want to say this. These last few days have been really interesting to me. It's amazing to me how triggered people get over, how can I put this, over old news. It's not like we haven't known this stuff about R. Kelly. It's just that, you know, especially in the society that we live in now, where you have like a 24-hour, 24/7 news cycles, the social media, Instagram, Facebook, you're constantly being bombarded with these images and this information. And this stuff about R. Kelly isn't new. Now, yes, now that the docuseries has come out, people are talking about it. I have seen, I don't know about you, but on my Facebook, people have been unfriending other people because of this docuseries. After a 3-day docuseries, people are mad at other people on Facebook. I have literally seen people blocking other people or saying, you know, I had to block this person today because they said this, or I didn't even realize that this person was like this. I don't know if you guys are seeing this on your social media, but on my Facebook, I've seen it. I've seen people that I thought a different way, you know, come out with some crazy shit after watching this documentary. And I'm just thinking to myself, wow, I didn't even know you thought like that, but I didn't block them for it. I just might look at them a little funny now, like, oh, okay, that's how you get down. You cool with that and you cool with this. But I didn't block nobody. You know, everybody entitled to their opinion, even if me personally, I might think your opinion is a little perverted and nasty, but I'm not going to block you over it. I'm just not. I'm not going to do that unless you're disrespectful. But yeah, this is my thing. Even though I have my opinions about R. Kelly, I mean, I'm as equally guilty too. I mean, I didn't contribute to, you know, getting him no little girls or nothing like that. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I wasn't stepping in the name of love up until recently. I even admitted in my very first video about R. Kelly, it's like, you know, it took me just a few months ago to even say, you know what, I'm a little skeezed out about even listening to him anymore. I don't even think I can. Now, here's my thing. This documentary is going to come and go, and tomorrow or by Tuesday, people will be talking about something else. But it is not like we didn't know these things about R. Kelly. It's just triggering, I believe, a new generation of the woke folks. We who have been around for a long time have known these things about R. Kelly, and we have chosen to, what they say, eat the meat and spit out the bones, right? You know this is a bad man. You wouldn't bring your kid around this man if you had any sense. But at the same time, if his music come on, you still rocking with him, or you secretly still rocking with R. Kelly, or some of you might feel like, you know what, here they are trying to bring down another bad black man. You know, whatever your opinion is, whatever it is after the fact, trust me, in a couple of days, people will be talking about something else. And I just looked today. R. Kelly's music just went up 16% on Spotify. So people are streaming him even more on Spotify because of this. So ultimately, in the end, what happens is we still going to have the same opinion about R. Kelly. It's just that maybe more people are aware of it. The ones that thought this dude is a pervert, but we already knew that. We already knew that. You just put some more money in his pocket, though. That's all I'm saying. People just put more money in R. Kelly's pocket to do whatever it is he's doing, and the world will continue to go on. It will. It'll continue to go on. He's not going to jail for any of the stuff that came out last night because, in my opinion, if R. Kelly go to jail, he also got a few people that assisted him that probably would go to jail too. So let's just be clear on that. That doesn't mean I'm not in, and please don't take this as I am taking up for R. Kelly. I am in no way taking up for R. Kelly. I still think that this dude should have got a bullet in his skull years ago. But the truth of the matter is he hasn't, and he ain't going to jail. He's a pervert. We all know it. All right. And that's going to lead me into what I'm going to talk about right now about what I saw on parts 5 and 6. You guys see a lot of these stills that I have of some of the women that spoke last night. You have this woman right here, Kitty Jones. Now, here's my issue with Kitty Jones. I don't know if you know this, but Kitty Jones was well over 30 years old when she met R. Kelly back in 2011. That means everything with the sex tape was out. That means he had already been married to Aaliyah and got annulled. All this stuff was out about R. Kelly. Nothing was new. She was, again, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 30, somewhere in her 30s. She was 30-ish, okay? Let me also tell you, this woman wasn't like some groupie chick, so to speak. I mean, yeah, she loved R. Kelly, but she had a career. She had an ex-husband. She was a radio DJ down in Texas. And guess what? She had a child. This was a mother who dropped everything she was doing, including her child, and followed R. Kelly back to Chicago. She quit her job, left her kid, and ran up to Chicago to follow behind R. Kelly just to find out that he was who we all knew he was. Now, is she really a victim? Now, I'm just asking you guys. I've already drawn my conclusions about her, but is she a victim? It's not like this was a naive 17-year-old, because let's face it. Anywhere in the teens, they're just naive. They're naive and they have stars in their eyes. And perhaps they do think that R. Kelly can make them a star, which I don't know why. But this was a grown-ass woman with a career in music. She was a DJ. She was a radio DJ for like a hip-hop station or something like that. Surely she had to know what R. Kelly was about. But she just thought, this man wants me. Oh my gosh, he wants a grown ass, he wants me. I'm in my 30s. He actually wants me. He must love me. And basically we saw what we saw last night, right? Another woman, Asante McGee. She was another woman also in her 30s who started seeing R. Kelly in 2013. Again, this is not like this is back in the 90s where, they weren't sure. She even said it out her own mouth in an interview I saw that she didn't believe that he was the guy on the tape, the P tape. She didn't believe it. She didn't believe he was that guy on the tape. So she trusted that that wasn't him and, that he loved her until, of course, she moved into his house and he started basically having her do oral sex with other girls in the house. All right. And being abusive and not letting her eat. And then she figured out that this man was a monster. It's like, come on, y'all. Y'all girls in y'all 30s. I could see the younger girls that they talked about last night, Azriel and what's the other girl, Jocelyn. I could see those little girls being a bit naive to what he was on, because when they were born, they weren't even born when all the shit was happening with Aaliyah and all that. Those girls weren't even in the world. You know what I'm saying? Or very, very young. I don't even think they were born yet. But that's what I'm saying. It's a difference between those girls who knew very little about R. Kelly, all right? But in y'all 30s, who definitely knew what R. Kelly was on, and you still chose to rock with him. I'm having a hard time calling you ladies victims. Now, Azriel and Jocelyn. Here's my thing about their parents. Okay, I know they got on TV last night and they were crying about their girls, and I can't imagine not being able to see my child for several years because this man has his psychological grip on them. I can't imagine what that must be like. But at the same time, these are parents who almost they allowed, in a way, allowed their daughters to seek fame through R. Kelly, knowing what they knew about him. Now, I have a legitimate question here. When was the last time R. Kelly put anybody on? I mean, for real. When was the last time you saw R. Kelly mentor anybody and put them on? You haven't, because it's been years. I haven't seen anybody since like maybe Changing Faces or something like that. You know how long ago that was? And then before that was Aaliyah. He really hasn't had any acts come from him. So the fact that you let your girl, I think Azriel's parents were like, well, we'll let her go if one of us is with them. So they sent the older sister. It's like, hell, she can't go. She was, having a tantrum and, y'all ruined my chances with audition. Audition for what? When has R. Kelly put anybody on? I'm asking that question because I ain't seen it. R. Kelly ain't put nobody on since the 90s. So he was basically just pulling what a pimp would do. He was basically doing what pimps do. And these grown ass people fell for it and let their girls go, and then got shocked when their girls were lured into his world. I mean, y'all allowed it. I mean, I'm just having a hard time feeling sorry for somebody. And Jocelyn's parents, they just seem a little off to me. I'm sorry. The dad seemed like he was looking for some fame. The younger daughter, if you guys remember, she put out like a rap song about R. Kelly. It's just like, it's hard for me to just look at these people and not think that there were ulterior motives here. At this point, them being the age that they are, the parents, not the girls, the parents knew who R. Kelly was. And they saw stars in their eyes, and they thought that R. Kelly was going to put their daughters on, and they thought to their mind, well, he ain't going to do it to my kid. I want the fame and the fortune, and I want the money, and my daughter has this talent. I'm going to go to R. Kelly. Like there couldn't have been anybody else that could have possibly put your daughter on. With social media the way it is, these kids are getting famous just for being able, if they sing online and they go viral, there you go. Everybody know you. And that was happening years ago when these girls were basically lured into R. Kelly's sex chambers and all that other stuff. So it's the fact that you guys chose R. Kelly instead of going the other route, which a lot of kids do these days. They go viral just because of their talent. Just sing a song on social media. You don't have to go and audition for this man, because when was the last time we ever seen anybody come from R. Kelly? You haven't, which means you basically did sell your daughters, and now they're gone. And I feel terrible about that. I do. Young girls are naive, and they do. And there is something psychological going on with the way he's playing with these girls' minds. It truly is. Something's wrong with that. Remember the girl that the mom came and got her daughter and from the hotel, and then the girl called the police on and said that wasn't her mother. There is some psychological shit going on in there that he's doing with those girls. But, I'm just shocked that people are still surprised about how R. Kelly is. Like I said, the world will go on. They are actually playing the whole thing today on Lifetime. It actually just started. They got part 1 on now. So if you want to watch it, I suggest. And if you missed any parts, they're going to be playing it all morning. It goes on it's about 6 hours long. So if you've missed any parts, they're going to be playing it in case you want to look in on it now. But I'm just telling you. The world is going to go on. R. Kelly's going to still be R. Kelly, and nothing's going to change. And everybody has their opinion, and you might as well friend that person back that you blocked or whatever, because people are going to they either love him or they ain't going to fuck with him no more. But the world will go on. And we've known this about R. Kelly for the longest time. We've known that. If you choose not to rock with R. Kelly anymore, I absolutely understand. I can't do it, but that's just me. But if you decide you want to still listen to his music, that's fine, because guess what? People still letting their uncles in the house, and he molested kids. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it happens in the hood every day. There's 1,000 R. Kellys out here. So let me guys know what you thought about parts 5 and 6. And Take care. Comment, subscribe.